Hello everybody, welcome to a new week. I hope you had a lovely bank holiday weekend. It sort of crept up without us really expecting it, and the weather was a bit crap, wasn't it? Yeah, so I just mainly worked through the whole weekend. I'm determined to get these blooming velvet cloaks finished. I know I keep going on about them. I'm so close. I keep thinking I'm so close, then I remember, oh actually I've still got that one to do. I've still got the ribbon to do on that. Blah de blah. Anyway, I've got to go to Wells now because I need to buy some ribbon. I did try and get some in Shepton Mallet on Friday, but they didn't have the right colours, and yeah, so I need to go to Wells. So that's what I'm going to do now. Exciting news! I am starting a new notebook, yay! This is the one I have been using. I have reached the last page. This one is for my Wicked Fairy Gifts business, along with the new notebook, which is this one here, a pretty one. It's getting renamed, and I think I've decided just calling it by Helen Hobden, because all my social media is Helen Hobden, like Twitter, Instagram is just Helen Hobden, and I've already got a different name for Oshun, the clothing business, and then there's the different name for my blog, When I Grow Up. So I didn't want a different name, which is one of the reasons why I'm changing it from Wicked Fairy. Wicked Fairy has a long history. It was my email address I chose way back when email addresses first came into being, and so it sort of stuck with me, and my blog used to be called Wicked Fairy, but it doesn't really, it sort of conjures up the wrong thing, I think. Yeah, so anyway, I decided to change it, and if you don't know, I'll just bring it up on my computer and find you what my website looks like. So here we are, Wicked Fairy Gift, and this is the sort of thing I sell on here. So I do pyrography. So I've got personalised guest books, jewellery boxes, a few signs left, although I'm stopping those. Yeah, more like trinket boxes, some art there, and some more books with quotes on. Yeah, so I'm pleased with, well actually Chris came up with that name last night. I was thinking Helen Hobden makes, Helen Hobden creates. It's all a bit of a mouthful, but yeah, just buy Helen Hobden. Unless you've got a better suggestion for me, in which case let me know in the comments. But I think that's what I'm going to go with. Keep it plain and simple, and then that covers a multitude of things, because you know what I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do when I grow up, so I'm sort of making lots of different things. But yeah, this shop is mainly began with my pyrography, which is burning, using like a tool to burn onto wood or leather. Usually I do wood. Yeah, that will still be the main focus of that shop, but I'm also wanting to really get back into my art and maybe start selling some prints. I don't know, but yeah, I'm rambling now. I'm gonna get going because the weather's not looking great. I put the washing out, even though, because it said less than a 5% chance of rain, but it's not looking great. Not looking great at all. I think I'll take my umbrella. I'll see you soon. Bye. Vintage may be the prettiest and most beautiful shop in Wells, but when you need to get what you need, it's an old-fashioned haberdashery. It hasn't even got a shop sign, it's just down the alley at the side here. There's a little sign saying wool shop, crafts, haberdashery, and that's where I have finally managed to get the colour ribbon that I need. There we go. So if you want to find it, this little alleyway, there's always has these little signs at the end here. There's an antique shop down there too, and it's right opposite Superbook. Hello, I'm back. I did finally get the ribbon I needed. I bought myself in So Vintage, the beautiful haberdashery shop in the little courtyard in Wells. It's so pretty in there, but they didn't have the green, so I bought this colour because I thought that would actually go with the green okay. Then I remembered that there was another haberdashers in Wells that I I couldn't remember where it was. Phoned Rain and she told me about it. Was down like a little hidden alleyway near the bottom of the high street. So I went down there and yes, they had the green I need to go with the green, to go with this colour green. At last I've got a colour that goes nicely, and also black. I needed black. I mean, it's standard black. Shepton Mallet didn't have it, nor did the So Vintage one. But yeah, good old-fashioned one down this little alley had everything, every single size and colour ribbon you could possibly want. So at least now I know where to go. So please, because at one point I thought, oh no, I've come all the way to Wales for no reason. Also, I say all the way to Wales, it's not far, it's just time out of your day really. I also took the opportunity to go to WH Smith's because I don't get to go very often, which is a bit sad, but yeah, so I rely on the magazines that they have in Tesco's really. So I got the Hello Fashion Monthly, which I always get. I do like this one. This is my favourite fashion magazine actually, because it just gets to the point with trends. It doesn't faff around with celebrity gossip or anything, and it gives you a few interviews as well. I like that one. Also I got this, which is a huge indulgence. It's called the List Journal. It's from Breathe magazine. I do love making lists. Yeah, it's got things in here like what do I need to declutter, what am I holding on to and why, places I've lived, places I'd like to live one day, what I love about spring, summer, autumn, winter, activities in which I escape, activities I would like to try. Really, I saw this briefly in Tesco's on the day before my birthday and I thought, oh yes, I'll treat myself to a nice day in the garden filling out lists, and I took it to the till and they couldn't sell it to me because their barcode thing wasn't working. So I'm glad I found it, but now I don't feel like I can indulge the time and just filling out a whole book. So what I might do is actually just fill out one thing each morning, because it's things like, hang on, I'm gonna have to clean my glasses. Filthy. Bit better. I mean, there's things in here that I just haven't really thought about, like places you want to visit, cities you want to explore. It's the sort of thing you think about when you're young. It's the sort of thing you make a plan for. You know, it's the sort of thing you chat with your friends about, you know, in your late teens, early 20s. And because I was busy having a family at that time, I just sort of didn't think about it. I don't know where I want to visit in the world. I don't really know what cities I want to explore. Or, you know, I haven't really thought about what are my favourite poems and poets. But I'd like to know these things, you know. I'd like to take some time to just sit and work these things out. Books I love. I can tell you one off the top of my head, which is Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell by Susanna Clarke. But then I'd have to really stop and think, what are my favourite books? I don't know. I'd have to stop and think about that sort of thing, and I'd like to. So yeah, I think I might just fill out one section a day and see how we go. Looks like fun. And I think it would be the sort of thing, you know, I'll date each entry. So it would be quite cool to look back on, I think, in the future at some point. Also got Blogosphere magazine because I had the chance to, because like they don't sell this one in Tesco, so I don't know. The lady at the till kept apologising, saying that's all we've got, so I don't know if this is an old issue. Perhaps I need to subscribe. So yeah, looking forward to going through that as well, finding new blogs to read. That's all I got. I had hoped to get some cushions, but didn't really see any in the right colours. I forgot to say earlier, yesterday we actually went to see Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Oh, brilliant film. I'm not really a Marvel film person, I'm not really into comic book films, but the rest of the family are, so they know all about all of the characters. But this one is one to go and see if you're not into it, but say your family or partner is or whatever, then this is a good one to go see because it was so funny. I mean, I was properly laughing out loud through lots of it. There were some absolutely hilarious bits. The comedy in it is spot on. They didn't overdo it. I think some people were worried that because people like the comedy of the first one that they'd overdo it in this one, but they didn't. And there were some good twists in the plot as well. I really enjoyed watching it. So yeah, thumbs up for Guardians. So thumbs up for that one. Right, that's it. I'm going to stop talking for now. I better get back to work. See you later. Bye. Hello everyone, it's Wednesday afternoon and guess what I've just done? I finished all the velvet cloaks. I can't tell you what a relief that is. Yeah, here they are behind me, delicately spread out all over the room. I'm so excited to start doing something more creative again. I'm now going to make a white wedding dress so that I've got an example of how the cloaks could be worn for a wedding. Exciting, I'm so happy to get this finally done. Gosh, my camera is wobbling all over the place, sorry about that. Tasks for the rest of the day are, I have finished my stint as youth club leader and chairperson at our village youth club. I have decided I just don't have the time for it, particularly as the council are requiring so many policies. I can't tell you, I can't even keep track of what policies we've got, let alone know what they say, and I don't like that responsibility, so I've decided to hand over the reins. Yeah, and it's just taking forever to sort out this pack of policies that they require so that we can get funding. You wouldn't believe what we've got to do. But anyway, I'm meeting up with everybody. Thank goodness we've got some kind and helpful parents that have taken over the roles of the committee, and this evening we're meeting so I can hand over everything, and that's going to be such a relief as well. So it's a day of sort of sighing and going, less stress, you know? 6.5 years I've been doing it, and so I kind of feel like, yep, I did my bit for the community. That's done, ticked, and I'm gonna have a bit of a break. Okay, the dog is gonna need a walk, and then I'm going to tackle this lot. You seriously cannot see the floor there. There's the floor, that tiny little patch there, and there's sort of like stepping stones of floor to get to the door over there. Yes, I'm excited to get started on the next thing, and obviously I can't do that with a room in the state it's in. So a bit of a tidy up, and this desk as well. Would you be interested in a desk tour? A messy desk tour, just to be different. Yeah, that definitely needs tackling as well. So I'll say goodbye for now, take the dog out, then carry on with jobs for the day that need ticking off my list. See you later. Right, it's 10 to 7, I've got to go. It's the end of Wednesday evening, so I'm going to say goodbye now from the end of this vlog. I'm afraid I didn't get to doing the desk tour, I promise, so maybe I'll do that next week. I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and it would be lovely to have you back, so please click that subscribe button below, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you, bye.